He almost collected Kevin Harvick. Watch this.
Oh,
Yikes. Brian Vickers gets the free pass. He'll be back on the lead lap when we go back to green. 9 of the top 20 drivers just ran their individual fastest lap of this race.
Oh, trouble off turn 4 here. We got a big one.
David Reagan hard into the wall in that AAA car.
We got about 5 or 6 cars that went down pit road, and I don't know, Matt Kenseth has some damage, but that's amazing if we only have 2 cars with damage.
Reagan, who finished 5th in his first 500 1 year ago, takes a hard hit, and his Roush Fenway teammate Matt Kenseth ends up with the worst of it.
And both of those cars were up in the top 10.
Somebody talk to me.
The garage area. Watch the number 6 and 17, middle of your screen.
6 just comes up from the bottom, and I think he must have hoped, because he sure wasn't hoping that Matt would cut him some slack. But that's 2 team cars, and I think he probably, Reagan hoped that Matt may give him a little break.
Darrell, did it almost look like that he had no control over the car going up there? It looks like it was just in a slide up there to some degree.
Kenseth has gone to the garage.
That's just the, you know, this is just so typical the way a race goes. You race, you race, you race, ride, you ride, you ride. But then when it comes down to showtime and the money time, oh, there they go, off a 2, off a 2.
Jimmy Johnson goes around Martin Truex. Johnson had been stuck in the middle coming by the start-finish line, what we call the sucker hole, and backing up. And he got turned around coming off turn 2 to bring out the 4th caution flag of this Daytona 500.
That wasn't exactly the storm I thought was going to happen.
No, we got hit. I can't see him. He's behind the wall.
Got Hornish underneath of Jimmy here. Let's see if Hornish gets up into him. Now, you know, Jimmy got loose. I don't think Hornish had anything to do with that. Jimmy just got snapped loose.
Denny Hamlin, the 11, he's going to have some damage.
Fourth caution of the day. Pole sitter Jimmy Johnson gets loose and is collected by rookie Sam Hornish. Around goes Johnson and Truex.
Montoya better look out.
Now the first car on fresh tires is Kyle Busch in the 18. 3 wide.
Look at that. I love this
Oh,
shot.
Stewart.
Great shot.
Contact.
Oh, round goes.
There goes
Boyer.
Boyer.
7.
Hang on to it. Just hold it. Nobody's down there with you. Don't turn left. Turn left. There you go.
Caution.
All right. We'll be fine. We'll get some tires. No problem.
Okay, you want to pit this time, Larry?
I believe we are no longer committed.
That's a great story. We'll get to it in a second. Watch the 07 of Clint Boyer battling his teammate Jeff Burton for the lead, and Hello Newman on the outside.
Montoya dives to the inside there. I tell you, Montoya had to go, though. He had Kurt Busch up his back bumper. And I'm telling you, when I saw what was going on there, I knew something had to give.
Did you tell the whole story about the chicken and the pig? Junior Johnson, the 1960 winner of the Daytona 500. Early in NASCAR's history, Bill France, Big Bill, wanted Junior to run the whole series for points to be the national champion, or at least contend for it. Junior just wanted to run the big paying races. He said, Junior, you've got to run this whole series. You're committed. And Junior Johnson said, when you sit down to a breakfast of bacon and eggs,
the chicken is dedicated, but the pig is committed.
A hard break for Clint Boyer as he goes around off the bumper of former Formula One ace Juan Pablo Montoya.
Boy, can't have much luck here late in the Daytona 500. Last year he was sliding down through here about like that, except he turned over. I just think
as we come down to 10 to go, 4 wide. Good grief.
There
look
comes
at that.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. in that 88 car.
I mean, it looks like a traffic jam. Oh, Mo, Blaney's up the hill. Blaney's in trouble.
And in the wall off Mark Martin.
Took Martin with him.
Caution.
Golly gee.
Dave Blaney, who has Toyota's best finish in Sprint Cup racing.
Dadgum, boys, we're in a tight place.
Got up in the fence and got smacked by last year's runner-up, Mark Martin. Now, for the restart. They no longer race to the flag.
Stop and come down pit road.
In fact, they no longer race at all. When the yellow comes out, the field is time-stamped.
You can't get this many cars going in a turn at one time and not expect something to happen here. Blaney gets a little tap from Montoya, sends him up the hill right into Mark Martin. There's the 11 car. He got in it, 15 spins, half spins.
We're very lucky, again, we didn't have more cars involved in that one, that's for sure.
And folks, you haven't watched these cars all week long. That wing, these cars will get a little sideways, that wing will push them right back into line.
But Montoya was in the middle, really going backwards. Actually, he got a bump from Kevin Harvick in the 29, and that sent him up the racetrack. That's who we're riding with.
Right, it was Harvick, not Montoya, that put Blaney in harm's way. Kenny Hamlin got a piece of that. Just a big accordion reaction behind Blaney. Here's the bump from 29, Harvick. Then he goes up the hill and into Mark Martin.
He just shot Blaney in the corner so hard he couldn't keep it on the bottom, got him a little loose, and up the hill he went.
Just the
right across the nose
effect from there.
Yeah, he went across the nose of Montoya.
Travis Quapple in it, and for the second time, J.J. Yaley dodges one and stays out of harm's way. This will put David Gillen.
All Jeff Burton can do is protect the bottom of the racetrack.
Oh, work hard in the wall.
Right in front of you.
It's the 5 car.
Casey Mears.
He got a little tap going into one.
Up in the wall, caution.
Dadgum.
For the 3rd time in 10 laps, the caution waves.
And we had 2 cautions in the first 160 laps. Now we've had 5 in about the last 25 laps.
Yeah, this is...
The right side's down on the young driver from Bakersfield, California, whose uncle Rick won the Indy 500 4 times, whose dad Roger raced at Indy and was a great off-road star.
Garage, guys.
That is a shame.
That's 88 and a 20. We're coming fast.
And here it is from the Goodyear blimp.
There's a 20 up on the outside, the orange car, and he's got Dale Jr. right on his tail. They come across the start-finish line, headed down here for 1, and this is where trouble starts. Casey tried to move over to block. Tony got him.
And it's almost like Casey was watching the 18 car. The 18 car started making that move, and Casey says, hey, I'm going with him.
One of the things the guys say about this new car is it's hard to block because the closing rate is so fast.
Mears had enough time to get up there, but they were coming too hard, too fast.
He waited too long. He should have hopped over there. When he knew they were coming, he should have hopped over. Now, that's not saying it's okay to wreck him, but he should have moved over quicker, and that way he wouldn't have gotten wrecked.
From Jeff Burton's onboard camera. And now from Dale Jr.
Back in front of you, go low, 1 inside there, keep digging, keep digging.
Tony Stewart absolutely did nothing wrong there in that 20 car.
Just in the blink of an eye, that's how quickly you can go from a chance to win to in the wall and in the garage.
No free pass because we're inside of 10 laps to go. And we will
watch the high line. Remember a year ago, Kevin Harvick on the high side. Watch that high line.
Boy, nobody really wants to go with the 18 right here. They all seem to be working against him, but if he can ever get there, look out.
A little push from Newman and help coming. That's Kyle Busch trying to get to Stewart.
Folks,
2 Dodges, 2 Toyotas for the win.
Strap down this big TV. She's going to go for a ride.
Here we come. White flag. Bail out. 1 to go.
Woohoo! Stewart's got a great car, no question about that. It's just a matter of if Kurt can get a little help.
And now, Ryan jumped to the high side. Tony Stewart blocks him. Here comes Kyle Busch on the bottom.
Uh-oh, Toyota drag race down the back. Toyota drag race.
Teammates.
Newman was trying to get help from the other blue Dodge. Now he's got it. Toyota on the inside lane. Dodge on the outside lane. Who's going to win it?
It's going to come all the way to the wire. Here they go into turn 3.
Teammates working together. 2018, 212. 12 is going to win this race. I don't believe they can catch him back to the line.
He's going to have to make it wide.
Pedal, baby, pedal.
He's going to have to make it wide.
It's the Boilermaker, Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman, Roger Penske win the Daytona 500.
Way to go, guys. Way to go.
Roger Penske's first restrictor plate win and his first 1-2 finish.
And done it in style, man. 1-2.
Hello, Newman.
Ah.